I'm gonna see if we can hear us now. I'm pretty sure we can.
Can you?
I don't know, can we? Why is Chewbacca facing the wrong way?
I'm gonna see if we can hear us now. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, we can. Lovely.
Dylan likes eating babies.
Oh,
Testing! 2, 3,
Okay,
1, 2, 3!
welcome to our small, hopefully, podcast that will grow. Yeah, today we're talking about Dylan's lovely Minecraft series and my wonderful Minecraft series. Y'all want to introduce yourself? What you guys do in either or
Hello, I'm
series?
Dylan. I work on both series.
What do you
Was
do
that
for
into
both
your
series?
introduction?
What?
Was that into your introduction?
Yes, there was.
Short.
Was I supposed to make a whole long introduction of you? How I was
Yes.
born?
Yes, you're meant to! Is that what an introduction means, really? You're meant to introduce yourself.
Anyways.
Ethan, I will chill.
I'm Teal. Along with Gam and Dylan, I help produce and direct Rise of Kwamis. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, that was
Goldie,
short.
y'all. I direct and act in my own show, Confined Liberty, and I also help direct Miraculous Rise of Kwamis, and I also act in that show. My character in Confined Liberty is Haniel, and my character in Rise of Kwamis is Mercy Yu.
Ethan,
Yeah.
it's your turn. Thought you say you pay attention, huh?
I do pay attention. It's just that it didn't cross my mind to hop in yet.
Can you
And
introduce
you're the
yourself?
only one left.
Okay, there we go. Science is my introduction today.
Okay, so this is Ethan. He works on both series as well. He voices and acts Cade in Confined Liberty, and I believe he voices and acts Elias in Rise of Kwamis. Okay, Dylan, are you ready to start us off? Oh, crashed.
In God's name, I thought this was gonna be a team deathmatch, not. Ugh. Put me in a search and destroy lobby. Sorry about that. What's
Okay,
happening?
so Ethan, do you care to entertain us?
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, I was about to be like, do you care to entertain us while Dylan's. Okay, Dylan, let's see what you got.
Me? Oh. Well, we're going to. Sorry, I was trying to find your social so I can share it around. Where is it? There you go. Well, let me real quick do this. Uh,
I like silicon dioxide.
what?
Carbon monoxide.
Not carbon monoxide, that is dangerous. I like silicon dioxide, which is just amethyst.
Amethyst is amazing.
Oh,
It's a cool thing.
Anyways, hello guys. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to start off with Miraculous. Do you guys? The thing is, I want you guys to ask me questions that I can't answer.
You can or cannot.
I can.
Oh, I heard cannot.
It would not make sense if I. It would not make sense if I told you guys to ask questions that I cannot answer. Because what
What's
the
the
fuck?
meaning of life?
Oh,
I said
Just
questions
deliver it
about
to
the
the
miraculous.
fullest.
I said the question. I said questions about the miraculous series, not the questions about life.
Yeah, what's the meaning of life in the Miraculous series?
so is this our first thing? Like just
That's a
general
question I cannot
questions?
answer.
We're
Okay, I
questioning
have a
everything here
Yep.
question.
today.
Dylan, what message do you want to spread to your audience through your show?
Mm. Honestly, the message was supposed to be just enjoy life.
Okay, okay. Any
You
other
need a message. It could
any other
just be for
questions?
entertainment.
For entertainment purposes, money in the future, experience,
Oh,
and many things could be achieved by it.
anyways, any more questions? Because I
What
don't
are
know
you?
what the fuck Ethan was yapping about.
I was talking about nothing. You heard nothing. It's all but a dream of your imagination.
How many Miraculous are you adding?
There's actually a total of 20 miraculouses, but not that many holders.
Who's your favourite?
My favorite main character or side character?
Out of every character.
I'll have to say Leora.
Okay, okay. Do we have any other questions? Even if you're on the stream, do you have any questions about Dylan and his series? Um, Before we move on to what else?
I had a question. I forgot it.
All good.
Was it going to be a useless question that I cannot answer to?
No, it definitely wasn't. Oh yeah. How are you going to make sure that the voices you get for the Kwamis that already existed are as close as possible to the original series?
And they don't need to be close as possible.
I mean, it would make sense if they were.
Yeah, I'm planning to change the names.
All
What's your
right.
question,
What's your
Jordan?
question?
Also, too, it would make sense that they're not because the Kwamis have been lost for like thousands of years.
Okay, but like
I don't-
voices don't change that much once you have reached adulthood, and they're kind of always at adulthood-ish.
No, Kwamis are at teenagehood,
Yeah,
kidhood.
like
What are we talking about now?
I don't know.
anyways,
Teal
let's
said
just
the
go with
Kwamis were
Jordan's question.
We're
adulthood.
talking about an unknown word. I don't want to be
That. The
confused
Kwam-
even more.
Okay, can I speak? Okay, because the Kwamis act like children. The Kwamis literally act like little kids. How is that adulthood? Well, except for
Some
Tiki.
of them
Tiki acts like
do.
a normal adult, but the rest act like children. Plague farting acts like an adult now.
Adulthood is a myth. You can still be an 80-year-old child.
Oh,
I feel like Tiki acts more older than that. Oh no, Sass does too. Sass is the leader of the Kwame, so
Jordan's question: what inspired you to make the series?
the miraculous movie songs. And honestly, because I think Miraculous needs a little bit more of a change. Season 1 was great. The rest of the seasons, Season 6 is great.
Episode 1 was terrible in my opinion.
Okay, is that it for all of our questions?
Guess so.
I can't think of anything else.
All right,
So,
Dylan, what do we have next for the series?
I thought we were gonna go back and forth.
Oh, we're going back and forth? Oh, I thought you were just
Yeah.
gonna do all of your series and then I'd just do all mine.
No questions for Confined Liberty.
Oh, I guess if y'all have questions for Confined Liberty, go ahead.
Better ask up now.
I will let Dylan finish the rest of his series things because I do have some activities and some things we can look over that I specially prepared for this. Yeah, so
I was saying I didn't prepare for this.
like y'all can give me some questions y'all have based on your knowledge of the series.
not as much of a question, but could I get an invite to the Voxel Venture Discord?
Actually, let's not reveal my settings right now. Do you want it?
Well, why are you just like sharing it? Like, you could just have like a thing like where I had for a podcast, where it was like mostly just like a picture and then some
Oh,
reactive stuff.
yeah, I'm not as techie. You know what, chat? We're going through our Discord settings, I guess. Oh no, I can just invite Teal straight up. There we go.
Thanks.
Like I said, I know not everyone in the server even knows my series exists, which that is completely fine, and that's why I don't know. Maybe what do I call
Only
it?
reason I didn't know it existed was because I couldn't find my way into the server.
Yeah, I think we can just skip over the questions for Confined Liberty. Oh, don't worry about it. Just because, again, the only people who have ideas about it is obviously Ethan, who voice acts for it, and then Dylan, who's just in the server. Well, his sister Prin acts for it. Anyways, Dylan, what do you have for us? What do you have cooking for us?
Okay, next is some character talk. There's a lot of characters in my series, so I'll start with the two main characters.
1 second.
We'll
I'm
start
just
with
gonna be mute
Lucian.
real quick. I will be back very soon.
Okay. So we're going to talk about Lucian. The thing about Lucian, I would say like I did base him on Marinette, but not like fully on Marinette. Like yes, he's shy, but like Marinette's not dyslexic, and I made him more dyslexic.
How you know that Marinette isn't dyslexic?
Because she knows how to. She literally writes in a diary 24/7. She loves writing. She loves writing poems. I don't think a dyslexic
How
person.
do dyslexic people? You're just saying how do dyslexic people even know how to write at the moment?
No,
Yeah.
she also speaks very good. That's the thing. Like
Okay.
in a
That's things that
poem,
people with dyslexia could improve on. It doesn't mean they're born with like
Marinette.
Yeah.
ability of complete speech.
There we go.
It's all stuff that you can improve on.
Marinette. No, Marinette literally was never was. If like the whole fandom knew that Marinette was dyslexic, we would all talk about it. Nobody talks about Marinette being
Okay,
dyslexic
but there's no
because
proof
she's very.
either
No,
way.
listen. She's literally very good with words until she's around Adrian, and dyslexic does not cause that. It's shyness that causes that. Because she has a crush on Adrian. That's the only time where she messes up her words when she's near Adrian.
Are you saying I'm not good with my words?
No, I said Marinette is very
Yeah,
good with.
but I'm dyslexic too. So I've learned my words. I've learned to be good with my words.
I don't think Marinette would learn to be good with her words at the start of the season. I think if
learned
they
that
ever
at like
made a
12.
dyslexic character, they would at least show and make they grow with their words. Marinette only grew with her words when she's around Adrian because she loves Adrian, is very shared. That's usually normal people. Every time when they're around somebody they really like, they start to mess up words and stuff.
I'm just saying that there's no proof either way. That there's no proof that not dyslexic, not dyslexic, and no proof that is dyslexic. So
Why are we just talking about the visitors? Yeah, we do actually go into it. Yeah, people.
I am somewhat good with my words.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure Thomas Astruck told us what disability Marinette has. She's autistic and intellectual.
People with
Thomas Astruck never told us that she was dyslexic, like at all. And there's already a dyslexic character in Miraculous too. I think if I don't think Thomas Astruck would make like a million dyslexic characters. There's like 2 characters that are dyslexic confirmed. Yeah, Marinette is autistic.
That explains a lot.
I know a lot about Miraculous. I would know that Marinette is dyslexic because I literally watch what the fuck Thomas Astruck say about her. If Thomas Astruck never confirmed that Marinette was dyslexic, then it's dropped. She's not. Anyways,
Almost all of the characters that Dylan makes in all of his series, right now mostly this one, like most of them are gay.
what?
I'm saying that most of the characters that you create are like gay or something.
do you have a problem with what
No.
you're doing?
I'm just saying that like it's like all of them.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Okay.
I think you're
Who is
overreacting.
a cishet character that you have made somewhat recently?
Straight?
And that's what cishet means. Well, that's what heterosexual means. But I mean, like altogether, like someone who is cis
Riven
and
is straight. He
heterosexual.
just goes by they them pronouns.
Okay. Okay.
Well, they just go by they them pronouns. Riven's straight. There's also another character that's straight. Also, most side characters are straight too. And Leora is straight too. Calista is also straight. Elias is straight.
I wasn't
Elliot-
expecting there to be this many. I was expecting like 2.
Elliot is straight.
You
but,
were
like,
underestimating
mostly
Dylan.
straight curious. Well, actually, bi-curious, that's what I mean. He's straight but bi-curious. Like, he would give it a try, but he's mostly straight.
I have the baseball bat unlocked.
Grace is straight. Master Cyril is straight. There's a lot of straight characters. Oh, and Julian is straight.
Massachusetts.
There's a lot of straight characters. Not all of them are gay, Teal.
Hill, you've overrated.
Then you're failing as the writer.
Did you still feel smart? Or did you feel more dumb?
I didn't feel either before.
Okay, that means you're still human.
But yeah, most characters are straight. It's just that most of the straight characters don't have a isn't in love yet. And I mean yet. Because the love story is mostly just focused around Lucian and Ore.
Makes sense. Like considering that like they're pretty much the main characters.
Yeah, so I don't really focus on the other relationships, but I can because I do have Seraphine and Valentina planned, but they don't date until season 2. Elias is supposed to. Was married to a woman. That's how they birthed Elliot. Did you not think about Elias birthing Elliot? Well, not Elias birthing.
Whoa! That's the wrong way round. that sounded so weird. How can a man birth a child? unless they
Ali
were
just Ali is
trans.
just pansexual. He does not care, or he does not pay attention to care. Not Elliot. I mean, Ale. Riven is straight. He does not like men at the slightest. And Julian is straight.
Welcome.
We should probably get back on topic.
Yeah,
And technically this is on topic, but this is like a weird on topic.
this is
You
like
you
way off
started the
point.
Teal.
I did, yes, but like
Till, it's your fault. Till, it's your fault.
I am aware.
We're not going to accept bot wise. No, it wasn't me or anything like that. We know you're
It was
lying.
me. I did it.
Yeah, you're accepting it, but I'm just making sure.
Anyways, back to on topic. Lucian. I wouldn't say I made Lucian like my favorite character. I do like him, but like there's flaws that I don't like about him that I planned. But yeah, Lucian's the only dyslexic main character of the bunch. He also does have autism in him, but he doesn't have ADHD.
Autism in him. No, it'd be he is autistic or has
Like
autism. It can't be in a person. It can't be in a being.
I mean,
Lucian's very focused on his own things. Like music, he's very focused on doing music. He doesn't have ADHD at the slightest. He also is very good at paying attention too. I'd say that Lucian, I would rank Lucian A tier for me. He's not really S tier at all for me.
like a tier list of all the characters, like all main characters.
I know, I was going to go to next to Ore. Next is Ore. So Ore is supposed to be the opposite of Lucian, where he likes modding. He does like working a lot, unlike Lucian, who kind of does not like doing work at all. He isn't a musical person, and most of the opposites differ around him. That for Ore, he would rather like be alone because he's pretty popular, but he would rather be alone most of the time. Lucian doesn't have many friends, and he wants a lot of friends.
Honestly, it just sounds like that character was like just like already is just like kind of like just me, like in real life.
Lucian is me online.
I mean, I guess it's good that we're voicing them then, yeah.
Another thing I would say about Ore is that he tends to like really. He also, fuck, did I mention that he has ADHD? Yeah, he tends to really forget about doing things, but he is very bold and takes authority a lot.
Mm.
Okay, next character is Marciu. Gam, are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Come.
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Okay, next
This is
character
what
is
podcasts are for, listening.
Marciu is, I think, oh yeah, and I would rank Ori an S tier character. I'd say Marciu is also an S tier character, and here's the reason why. Like I said, he is based on Chloe, but I'm not gonna ruin his arc. Well, I'm not gonna ruin him to like be like Chloe. He's Lucian's childhood best friend, which makes him stick around a lot. Marciu is also like Chloe, where he would, but like not like to the point where he just lies to his father. He will call his father, who is the mayor. Um, he would call his father and tell things about the bad things people were doing to like get them expelled or something. He also stands against. He also in most of his episodes he will stand against homophobia.
Yes. Guys,
Yeah, for
Marciu's
most
an S
part,
tier character because he's my character.
Does sound kind of bratty though.
Yeah, that's why I love him. I love voicing because Teal and everyone who's like seen me work on all these projects, you all will know that like all my characters I normally voice are like soft voice, like can't stand up or like softer characters. This is the first time I get to like voice like a loud and proud character, and I'm like, he's one of my favorite characters to already voice.
He does have a small dark backstory, which I'm not going to explain because I'm letting you guys find out the backstories. I'm being more secretive.
Dylan
But
and his
like you will
villain
get
arc.
you will,
Dylan, are you in your Gam arc not refusing to share anything?
no, I'm in my more of a print arc, but yeah,
I don't tell the difference.
but like
They're gonna start
so
putting
in
out
scene
puzzles and
okay
stuff.
in episode 1 you will see hints towards backstories, not like the full hints, but like hints. Like Lucian and Julian, you'll see a hint towards their backstory. You'll see a hint between Marcy Yu and Leo. Back, not Leo. What's his name again? Yeah, Leo. Backstory.
Okay.
You'll see hints towards multiple backstories.
Okay, period.
Even Elias, because he's a villain. But yeah, you'll get multiple hints towards backstories and stuff.
Mm.
Probably not RA. I feel like RA's backstory sounds a little bit more secretive. Mostly because when you see him, you don't really see most of his backstory. But he does have a backstory. It is pretty evident, but mostly in scenery. That's where it's evident. Like in writing style, no, it's not really evident. But in scenery, yes, it's evident.
I see. I
Okay.
see.
Okay, next. Next is and I'm lagging again. Okay. Next is Elliot. I would put Elliot in A tier characters. Like again, not really my favorite, not my favorite character, right? But he is a little bit based on me. So Elliot is a huge writer. He loves writing. I kind of made him to like be. I was going to make him to just be like the replacement for the turtle, but now I just gave him a different backstory. Like again, he is Elliot's father, not Elliot's father, Elliot's son. Well, Elliot goes by any pronouns, but that's fine. Elliot, so Elliot also really loves, like what Ori does, taking authority. He also really takes care of Ori a lot because Elliot is Ori's best friend. The thing about Elliot is that he's also going to have an arc with Ale. There will be a scene between Ori, Elliot, and Ale. Like I plan, like if you can't tell, like in multiple scenes, I plan. You can see like a lot of planned arcs, and then like it's episode 2, you'll see another planned arc.
It would be weird if there weren't any planned arcs.
So with Elliot, I would also like to mention that he is very protective over his friends and his father, but his father is also mostly protective about him too. Okay, next is Riven. Now,
Wait, did we get a where they are on the tier list?
I said Elliot was A tier.
I didn't hear that.
He said that in the beginning, deal. Riven is a B tier for me. Now, I do like Riven, but they are pretty stubborn, I'd say. They are also adventurous and does not go to school often, but they're very stubborn and does have a fear of heights despite having the Eagle Miraculous. I should also mention Elliot has the Turtle Miraculous and Marcio has the Bee Miraculous. But Riven, I gave them the Eagle Miraculous. Mostly because I wanted to mostly because he doesn't like to fly like at all or doesn't like heights. But he gets the miraculous to like face his fears basically. I'd say that Riven also is pretty like gonna have more of an arc with Seraphine, mostly because they both are very I'd say like gothic in a way, but like not really. But also I'm going to make them become they're gonna slowly build up the arc to become best friends. And there's something else deeper in that too. But I would not say that Riven is my top tier list of favorite characters. Probably to y'all, but not to me. LA is going in S tier, mostly because LA is the hugest representation of ADHD. Not ADHD, sorry, ADD.
Honestly, I don't
And
know the difference.
ADD is less hyper. ADHD is more hyper. LA is not hyper at all.
Hmm.
Ali mostly leans on the sleepy character side. Um, the thing about LA is that they just never pay attention to anything. They would be drawing, being disinterested in conversations. They're the quiet kid in class. A lot of a lot of people are confused about his health. A lot of people want to know his backstory, what happened to make him this way. Mostly Elliot. Elliot is very worried about LA, and that's confirmed in episode 1, so I can say that. He doesn't show it, but he is obviously very concerned. Next is
It doesn't always
Valentine.
have to be
I
shown.
love his okay, sorry, I'm just gonna talk for a quick minute. I love his character so much because I feel like in media we get representation of ADHD, which is so good to bring awareness to that. But I
It's
never
ADD.
ever hear about
Yeah.
ADD in representation in media, so I think it's also good that you're deciding to bring awareness to that.
Well, technically ADD is just ADHD in a lower level,
There is
so it's already
differences, though.
accounted
No,
for.
I'm gonna correct you on that. There are differences. It's not technically.
There is
Hey,
a lot
as
of
a
differences
person with
still.
between ADHD and
ADHD and
ADD.
autism,
Do you not see ADHD is attention attention deficit hyperactivity um disorder. Yeah. And then
I
ADD
actually
is attention deficiency disorder. There is no hyper in ADHD. I mean, there's no hyper in ADD. ADD is a lot of opposites where they just never focus. They're not hyper, but they just never focus. They are disinterested in a lot of things. There's so much, but in ADHD, you are hyper. You cannot focus, but you are very hyper where you can't sit still a lot. Ali can sit still. He will sit still for hours on end, focusing at a TV or something on or drawing. That's how he stays still.
And
But he
that's
will
also
never
obviously
pay
good
attention to
ADHD
conversations.
makes
hyper
In
focusing.
ADHD, you will move around, you will pay attention to a lot of things, but like in a more hyperactivity way, basically.
I know I've
There
got an exam.
there's similarities and there's so much differences though. That's why it's called ADD and ADHD.
Like for me, I get an automatic high of energy, like nearer to nighttime.
Yeah, Ali is just never going to be hyper at all. And LA is also the sleepy character.
How many of the actors actually don't have ADHD?
Like almost the whole cast except for LA and Ore.
No, actors, not characters.
This is not.
Oh,
You can just...
I'm not sure.
I don't have ADHD.
Time to
I don't
post a
have
questionnaire. Do you have ADHD? Or ADD? Or both? Because technically they are both.
How could you have both?
You cannot have both, Ethan.
Technically you can, because ADD is just the, just like a definition of ADHD. Just like
Ethan, you can't have both. They don't correlate. If you have ADD and ADHD, it's just ADHD because ADHD is more higher. ADD is just ADHD. Not really, but like ADD is like way opposite from ADHD because ADHD you have to be more hyper. If you have both, then that does not make sense because the doctors will just classify you as ADHD because you are hyperactive. This literally ADD and ADHD cannot correlate with each other like at all.
Now my ADHD brain is not correlating this well.
Well, next is my. Well, next is Leora. So Leora is planned to be the youngest hero. Yes. The thing about Leora is that she's going to be made to be the most responsible character of the series. Like Amethyst, where like in she's based on Amethyst just a little bit. Like in Steven Universe, where Amethyst grows to be the most mature of the group. Oh my god, did I cry?
Are you there? I think we lost Dylan.
Dylan might have crashed.
I swear he said he's crying.
Oh, there we go.
Look, time for entertainment.
Let's hear the story.
Time for my daily update of my game. At the time being, I'm trying to get rid of this enemy. There we go. I am moving on to a building that has a hole in it to get a better vantage point.
Sorry, my mom had to call somebody.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Their phone doesn't work. Anyways. So as I was saying about Leora, Leora is mostly supposed to be the more mature. Like she's based on Amethyst. Amethyst has the growing to be mature arc, and that's basically Leora, where she basically becomes the most mature of the group. Others are not really as responsible as her. I would say the closest to being responsible is Valentina. Also, Leora and Valentina will have an arc to become best friends too. But besides the point, Leora focuses more on her cafe. She wants to be a cafe owner, which honestly had to make her. Which she also does disassociate away from her friends too. She's also she does try to find times, but she just loves working at her cafe, basically. She's also S tier character just because I do relate to Leora a lot.
Mm.
Okay.
Next character is the newest. Well, no, not next newest, but like Seraphine. Seraphine, I made Seraphine to be the anti-hero, and that's why she's also going into S tier. So Seraphine has a secret power, which I'm not going to tell you guys, but just know that she has a secret power. Um, the thing about Seraphine is that she tends to she's like the most independent character of the series. Well, no, Riven takes the cake, but like Seraphine is like at least a bit more independent, where like most of her arcs are just her being mostly independent. She was born in a pretty harsh household, basically. But there's the only time where she has an arc with somebody is with Grace, and I can't explain it to you guys that because that's like the whole theme of the episode. So I will let you guys guess what's gonna happen there. Talking to the fans, not the voice actors, but still. I'll let you guys guess what's gonna happen between Seraphine and Grace. But yeah, Seraphine is the anti-hero of the group. She will actually kill somebody. But mostly, she will kill people, but like evil people, basically. She will never kill a hero. She will never kill somebody nicer to her. She just only loves killing evil people.
Sounds like mass murder.
The most
basically.
murderer.
Now, the last one is the newest hero I made, is Julian. Now, Julian is a rebel character, and he will hold the Bunny Miraculous. So Julian does not like, he hates school. He will trash up school. It's because he thinks school is pretty useless, like never teaches us the right things, so that's why he hates school. Hello, Marcus. Julian will also Julian's also Lucian's brother, older brother. And like I said, Lucian and Julian is going to have a small arc, which I'm going to let you guys just it's going to be hinted towards in scene one. So I'm going to not spoil too much because I want you guys to actually watch the episode without knowing too much. But just know that they are brothers and they will have an arc, like obviously. So next, moving on to villains. There is actually 3 villains, but 2 are only told. So first off is Elias, which is the main, quote unquote, main villain of the season, not series, but the main villain of this season. So Elias is the holder of the Butterfly Miraculous. He, oh, he tends to really be protective over um I'd I'd say protected over Elliot and another character who I'll not tell you guys yet. But he's protected over mostly Elliot because Elliot is his son. He's only being a villain just to make sure Elliot gets the best in his world. He needs the Ladybug Miraculous, and the Cat Miraculous to complete his wish, so Elliot can have the best. So that's why he became a villain. His name is actually Obscura, villain name. I'd also like to put Elias in my C tier. Like, he's a very good villain. It's just that the things that he'll do, you guys will hate.
Well, that means you're gonna be
Okay,
that
but
means
Knowing
if
that
he's a
opposite
villain,
direction
shouldn't that
to
mean
me, I
that
love it.
rate him higher?
Lay.
What do you mean?
Like, so if he's good at being a villain, then shouldn't that mean that he should be higher on the tier list?
I don't think the things that he'll do will make him higher on the tier list either way. You know, like
Someone
Abel?
punch-
Nobody likes Abel. Till, do you like Abel?
Who's able?
The villain from
who
Prince, based
cares?
on Prince Irewell father.
Oh,
it's like how no
No.
one likes Cade in Confined Liberty.
Yeah,
I
like, you can hate villains for doing villainous things, but like the things that Abel and Elias do are very off the charts of villain.
Oh,
Go spill the tea about my character.
You missed that.
it's okay, Duck. If you wanna go, you can go back and watch in my live stream.
I'd rather wait in shame.
And then lastly is Callista. Now she's my favorite villain, S tier villain. Because she won't do she will do something evil, but like
That was
not
a
like
teammate.
not like Callista's not a teammate to Elias.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about my game.
Oh.
A guy appeared as my
Oh.
teammate and somehow wasn't. So
Okay, can I speak, Ethan?
go on.
So Callista, the reason why Callista places higher of Elias is because Callista does something that's not like, like a problem in IRL. Callista will do something that's not a problem in IRL. That's why she ranks higher in the villain tier list.
Okay, period.
Mostly because I'm spreading awareness about what Elias does. I'm not going to explain it because I don't explain backstories. But Callista will do something that's very impossible to do IRL. That's why she just ranks higher. She's mostly crossing the borders of A tier and S tier, but I'll put her like a bottom S tier. So Callista is not from, I can say this, Callista is not, obviously not from the miraculous world. Well, which is this world. She's not from this world, like, at all.
Alien.
Not like that, but like she's from a different dimension.
Dimension?
Yeah, dimension. Till, are you an alien?
Really just means not from here, so.
Not from here. Basically, we'll consider the other characters, based on the lore, we'll consider the other characters aliens.
Okay.
Question mark?
But yeah, I can say this because it's very obvious based on how you guys are seeing the introductions come out. Callista is from our world.
Earth.
So she's an alien to them, but not an alien to us.
Oh god, Junko's here.
Don't come
Junko.
off a British
Okay,
guy.
so Dylan, is that your character introductions?
What's my character's introduction?
Were those your character introductions just now?
No, I didn't even get to finish the rest.
Okay, you can.
Junko, the mute bot guy. On buff
Hello,
right now.
Junko. A lot of you guys just literally miss the
Best reveal ever.
For some reason, Jordan, I cannot accept Jordan at stage. A lot of you guys just literally missed your character explanations. Anyways, next is Master Sorrow. So Master Sorrow is literally the opposite of Master Fu, where like he does not give teenagers random miraculouses just because they helped him. No, the teenagers get their miraculous by doing something that's based on the miraculous's power. Like Lucian does something creative, Orlin does something destructive, and so on and so forth.
Allie just spaces out.
What about
No.
the Bee Miraculous?
Ale is the Kwami. Ale has the Kwami of. Sorry, let me check so I don't get this wrong.
One.
No, that's not what it's called. Ale has the Kwami of. Wait, what's his swan's name again? I forgot the swans. Yeah, Nire. Duality. Yeah, duality. Do you guys know what duality means?
But personality.
Don't do the.
It's pretty obvious.
I mean, yeah, I kind of live with it.
He does. I can confirm it. I had to deal with it today.
In a minute, I'm gonna kick down someone's door. And
So, human duality is a theme widely explored in literature and psychology. It refers to the conflicting nature of an individual, how one can encompass both good and evil, or more broadly, potentially inculpable characteristics. And also, being graceful is something that Ellie will do. Like being graceful around things too.
Can I roundhouse kick people?
No.
Oh.
Sure, why not?
Yes.
don't roundhouse kick people. You're meant to kick them in the.
Okay.
What? Anyways, but Master Sorrow, like does not do things for his own benefits. He's just a very chill holder. He doesn't really care much, but he will train. Will train the heroes. I like what Master Fu does, but yeah. Again, I'm just bashing on Master Fu. So I am changing Tiki's name. Copyright reasons. So Tiki gets to be voiced by anybody. But so you guys already know what most of the Kwamis will be based on. Levon, another side character. Levon is the homophobic character who will go against Marcy Yu. So the secret villain, I can't tell you guys about that. Moving on. Next is Mrs. Hong, who is going to have an arc with Elias. Also the only straight ship in the series. Grace is actually the only important side character. So Grace is going to try to find out who and what Seraphine's power is and who actually is Seraphine. That's why she's the most and only important side character. She will not get thrown to the side. And then lastly is the music store worker. Mostly the music store worker will show up only in Lucian episodes. Which is like in total a lot of Lucian episodes. But like I said, the episodes names are changing, by the way. Keep that in mind. Some of them, not all of them.
Okay.
So yeah. Your turn, Gab.
Episode names don't matter that much.
Okay, guys, 1 second. I'm just gonna go get my.
Oh no, the names will matter. The names actually have a meaning. It's just that nobody really cares to explore the meaning of names.
Oh.
Like they're not like the the names are not fully named after the akumatized villains like what Miraculous does. It's named after something.
Okie dokie.
It's named after something
Cool.
else.
We're ready to start, people. Okay, so my show is called Confined Liberty. First thing is we have all of our character introductions out on our YouTube channel, Voxel Venture Studios. I will, after the stream ends, I will put the channel's link in the
Wait,
description
yeah, we
for
going
anyone
back and
who's
forth.
watching
There's
after this. Our first thing is we're gonna look at some of the character introductions. Just as I know majority of the people who are here have never heard of Confined Liberty, just so I can give you guys a basic introduction to what and who we're talking about. So I'm gonna share my screen.
also yeah, we're going back and forth like we said. Like you speak about your characters.
Alrighty. So we're starting off with Aspen.
Oh, what are we doing?
We're filming for your introduction.
Crap. This was today.
Yep.
Well, hi then. I'm Aspen. I'm 17, and I live with my friends in this pretty cool house. My room, as you can tell, pretty cozy. I also live in the attic. And, sure, it's, dusty, and I live with some rats, but, it does a job.
Okay then. Now, first question.
Oh,
If you
because-
could live anywhere, where would you live?
Anywhere? Well, I'd probably take the room that's empty on the second floor,
So, not like Paris or anything, or
Oh.
literally anywhere in the entire world.
I'd love to go visit in Italy. Just, not anywhere too busy.
Alright, next question. What's one thing that you would want to change about yourself?
Well, I am colorblind, so I guess it'd be pretty nice to see how things are actually supposed to be seen as.
Well, that's it. Thanks for your time, I guess. Okay, so that was Aspen. Aspen, y'all. Sorry. You guys can expect Aspen to appear in episode 1, and that's when we'll see them first in action. So move on to the next one. Hello, Yamra.
What's happening?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
How I'm doing?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Mike is terrible.
I'm doing well. You may introduce
I want to remind. Wait, y'all. So, what you guys are gonna notice is throughout the introductions, my mic is gonna slowly get better, and then it's just gonna be like near the end. It's just all of a sudden I get like so, finally like hearable. And the main reason because of that is I just had a really, pardon my language, but I had a really shitty mic for the first couple of introductions. It gets better.
Well, alright then. I'm Yamara. I like baking, and I've bought my first house. Getting away from the cramped studio apartment. Honestly, I'm really excited to start gardening and baking on my new plot.
Alright, first question. Why did you choose the movie?
Your mic is picking up the audio from the
I
video,
just wanted
so it's
to get
like
away
an
from-
echo.
Thank you for notifying me about that. I will be on mute.
Go to mute! My cramped studio apartment, and this lot was really cheap. Just look at all the space it has.
Very true. Now last question. What's your favorite thing to bake?
Oh, well, that's an easy answer. My favorite thing to bake is apple pie.
Alright, thank you for your time today.
You gotta talk about the puddle in the middle of the street. Yeah.
The puddle in the
Who
middle of the
peed on the
street.
street?
What do you have to say about the puddle in the middle of the street?
How did he not slip?
But I'm in it.
There was no puddle in the middle
Interviewers
of the
just built
street.
different. That's Yamra. We can expect. She's already seen me like looking to be like a pretty big fan favorite among my small community. Y'all get to see her in episode 2. I know y'all can't see me,
I
but
have
I'm
a
just
big
holding a thumbs
question
up.
for you.
Pardon?
Why you use light mode?
That is a good question.
I don't
That
know.
is a good question.
Y'all, let's not attack someone for using light mode. Let's
I mean,
Do
I've
it.
Do your
attacked
eyes
you
not
for.
burn? Do your eyes not burn when you wake up to check YouTube or something? Does that like never
Bro,
happen?
no,
I had
because
to put
like
dark mode. I had to put nighttime mode on for Discord because every time I wake up, I open Discord first. I don't want my eyes to burn.
Yeah, you said not to attack us for light mode. I've attacked you for messing up lines and being a flower gay. I'm going to kill you now.
what?
Jordan did ask a question.
Yes.
Gam does it.
Okay,
Blame
did you
Gam for
Yeah.
guys make
skins.
the skins by yourselves? I made Aspen skin, Aranya's, Haniel's, Taj. No, not Taj. My bad. Cade, Nero. Carter's was not made. Taj wasn't made. Olivia's skin was made by Print herself, and Yamara was made by one of Winnie's friends.
Who made Ali?
Who?
Ali, my bad.
Girl,
This is Confined Liberty.
we're not talking about that series right now.
Uh,
We're going back and forth between Confined Liberty and the Miraculous series. So Gam's going to talk about his characters, then we're going to go to the next topic, which
Anyways, we're gonna just try to speedrun the rest of these, I'd say. So, hey Olivia. Right, you can't talk. I'll give you permission to use the Minecraft chat for this.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to turn up this whole entire stream.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, first question. Are you an Android user or an Apple user? Oh, yeah, right. Are you an... Anyway, understood. Well, that was a quick answer. Explain more about tarot to me, please. Hold up, is that the exact definition from Google? An upright tower. Understood? Well, that's the introduction of Olivia. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, so
Was it
that was
wasn't
Olivia.
me? Was the opening of the door kind of delayed?
No, because that video's audio was so delayed. So that was Olivia. She's a personal favorite of mine. And you guys get to know more of her once episode 1 releases. Olivia, point is to spread like awareness of mute people, as her body actress, is mute in real life. So her character is meant to spread awareness about that. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns?
Is Olivia a villain? A villain?
No.
Print is no.
Olivia sounds like a good silent killer.
Well, we'll just have to see about that. Anyways,
Well, everyone's a killer. Every single person has killed at least one thing in their life. Even if they were born vegetarian,
Who's
they have killed
everybody?
an animal and eaten it.
Who's every single person? I don't think I recall.
oh. Anyways,
Every single
on to the next
killer.
one.
Every single person was killed and eaten meat.
Hello, Obranya. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great.
So, give me a little introduction.
Oh, well, I'm Melania. I like spiders, and clearly I have a pile of rocks in my room. Cats are cool and cooking is fun.
Whoa, sounds like fun.
And
On to questions. First question. Why are you holding a fishing rod?
well, duh, I'm at war with the land sharks.
Land sharks.
Yeah, duh.
Alright then. Second question. What's a job that you currently don't have that you would do?
Fishing, so I can fish for the Kraken, which is the king of the land sharks, and end the war.
Oh, alright, well, you have fun with that. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, that is Aranya's introduction. Hey, Asher.
What was
Asha, that's Asha.
So,
what was Olivia making in the background?
I don't know, she was doing something.
What?
Anyways, Aranya is yet another fan favorite among the small community. Great news for Aranya fans. You guys get to fully, I don't know, see him in the release of episode 1.
Yeah, I forgot about Aranya. I mean, who said that?
No, I
Ooh,
didn't.
what?
No. Let's move on, guys.
God, you forgot.
Wait, before you move on, Asher asked me how did I know Aspen had cake in her room? Because Gom turned the screen around and I saw the cake.
Oh,
I was like, that's probably why you have rats in a room around. I mean, fuck, Aspen, you have cake in your room. Take the
Put
cake
them there.
out the room.
Alright, friend. Olivia put them there. She put 3 cakes. They're still there. Oh, friend, they're still there.
You have a full cake in your room. Take the damn cake out your room so rats doesn't go in your room. Of course, rats are in your room.
It's actually 3. Get it right. It's actually
First of
3.
all, free cake.
Just
Everyone
2
likes
cake?
free cake.
Aspen, you're dirty.
Asha, if you want, you
anyways,
can send the
moving
cake over
on.
to me.
3, you're even more dirty.
Hey. Oh, hello. So, oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Haniel. I like pink. That's nice. And, basic. Anyways, first question. Are you a skibbity toilet? What? Are you naturally nervous? Yes, I am. Why? I wonder why. Anyways, next question. Do you consider yourself popular among your friends?
Popular. I mean, I don't want to sound egotistical. Relax, it'll be fine. Well, I think I'm genuinely liked among my friends. Alright, nice. Well, goodbye. Oh,
Okay.
alright, well, goodbye.
Yay.
What kind of question is, are you a skibbity toilet?
It's giving schizo. So, as y'all could clearly tell, that's my character. So you guys can obviously expect
He's
to
just
see him in
schizo.
episode 1.
No, it's interdimensional travel.
I'm totally not. I'm scared.
It's a cloning incident gone wrong.
Oh?
God damn it, just schizo.
The difference between me and Gam's introduction, like when we both had to do our character and the interviewer, is that he has an arm at his screen and I don't.
Yes.
Like his character isn't a camera. His character actually has an arm and a camera taped to his face or something, but mine just has like a camera with no arm. Because I just had to do it alone.
Next one. Hello, Taj.
What?
Huh? I said hello.
I know what you said, but I'm surprised that you got in my room. I purposely locked it so you wouldn't be able to get.
Let's just say us interviewers have our tactics. Okay, whatever. Just introduce yourself.
Hi, and I like sports.
That's it?
Yeah,
So, what's your favorite hobby?
video games,
Oh, okay, then what's your favorite animal?
unicorns.
Oh, damn, that's actually kind of interesting, I guess.
I lied. It's actually sharks.
Oh, okay, well, goodbye then. Basic.
Bye.
He shuts the door on himself.
Can we just say that everyone needs to be aware of the interviewer? They can go anywhere.
Pardon?
Thanks for
Always be aware of the
unicorns
interviewer.
dancing
They
on
can go into
rainbows.
anywhere and somehow reach you.
I just
even
find
if
it
you're
funny
inside
how
of
he's
an
like,
unopenable
boring, shuts door on his face.
No, he goes basic.
Boring.
He
I mean,
says basic.
karma.
I mean, so that's our unicorn-loving emo's introduction done. However, why is he so emo? We will start to see when episode 1 releases, except I'll get more episode details later on.
Next topic was about to be about episodes, but I forgot to show people the audition. Well, they're not done.
So, do you want to do your episodes, then I do my episodes? Perchance? Okay, moving on to next introduction.
Next one, yippee!
Actually, switched to the wrong phone. Oops.
Hello, Kate.
Yeah, hi. Kind of busy at the moment.
What do you mean? You were just scrolling on your phone while sitting at the
Whoa.
computer.
Well, my
British.
coworker will help you.
There's no coworker to help me.
Well, damn, that sucks for you, I guess.
Whatever. The quicker you can finish this interview, the faster you can go back to scrolling on your phone.
Fine, I'm Kate. I hate interviews.
Well, any sports you like to play?
Rugby.
Okay, do you like candy?
Sure.
Okay, bye then. Enjoy being lazy. That's everyone's totally favorite character, you know, like everyone loves Cade.
Everyone. In
Anyways,
the
hope
community,
y'all are
like,
excited to
knows
see him
that-
by
that
episode
it's a thing
2.
that Yay!
The last two, the most boring and useless two.
Wait, gas?
Everyone's useless if you try hard enough.
Gam, I know what you did to Carter. Carter barely shows up. Carter is useless.
Why do you just call Noro?
Hey, Nero's
So-
not useless. Nero is not useless, though.
I said
Noro
Carter.
is my friend.
Nero.
Anyways, next.
Ethan, I did not say actor. I said character.
Oh, I didn't mute myself, did I?
Yeah, dumbass. I mean, who said that?
Hello.
Hi, you okay?
Yeah, just a long list of interviews.
Oh, well, I see. I'm Nero, I play rugby, Cade is my best friend, and I like being the life of the party.
Well, fun. Next question, what's your favorite type of cake?
Ooh, good question. Definitely coffee cake, it gives me an energy boost. Especially when me and Cade can play a good game of rugby. At the end we'll be tired, but coffee cake is always a good boost of energy.
Understood. Well, have a good day, Nero.
You too.
Your actor's really good at body acting.
Pardon?
Your actors are better at body acting than the others. Well, Nero.
Thank you.
Nero's
The
better
HUD has
at body
been
acting than the
bothering me in
others.
all of these.
The others barely move their head.
Oh my god, here's the funny thing. The actor for Noro, my best friend, is literally somehow getting contact with Netflix to get a show produced.
Oh?
I don't even know if
kick a
it's telling the
child.
truth, but it's possible, and it's for an anime.
Okay. Fire. So that's Nero. Just a ray of sunshine. It's truly unfortunate we don't get to meet him until episode 3. However, that gives us just another character to look forward to.
Let's can't forget about some of his characters. I mean, who said that? I'm scared.
No, Nero.
You.
Nero's not. Okay, he is not supposed to be introduced in episode 1 nor episode 2, but after episode 3 onwards, he's one of the characters I don't forget, Dylan. So, take that.
Yeah, he's more prominent in the script.
Is there a reason that you don't hide the paper doll in the hotbar when you record those?
I'm surprised that Prin does. I'm surprised
Whenever
that
you
Gam
sneak.
forget about her. Gam forget about his characters and Prin doesn't.
That's not a paper doll, that's just
Wait.
a phone.
Girl, what do you mean by paper doll?
Paper
That's
doll
fine.
is what the render in the top left is called.
Oh, yeah, I just don't care for it. You can see I hide
Which
my,
one?
like, hotbar, or is that what it's called? I don't know, the bottom screen.
It's
Like,
called an HD.
HUD.
thing.
It's called a HUD.
Whatever is
yeah,
at the bottom
HUD.
of my screen because
Yeah.
it's too busy, but I don't care to hide it at top. I don't know, man.
Why?
I just don't care to.
Wait, what's at the top? What's at the top?
The
Go back, show us.
it's
CapCut.
this.
Oh,
That's why I don't use CapCut.
that's
in my
not what I'm
opinion.
talking about.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
this.
about when you sneak and you see a little render of yourself.
Oh, that's the paper doll.
Pardon,
Yeah.
where?
I don't think it'll be specifically this video, but like in a couple of the past ones,
I hope send.
For me,
saw you
I
sneak and then
paper doll. For like every time when I record like my POV, I'll keep the paper doll on because nobody, unless I'm like on the camera screen, nobody else would see the character.
Anyways, moving on.
the
Can I
hotbar
just
is
say
really
that
what's bothering
a
me, though.
rocket exploded in Texas?
Pardon?
A SpaceX rocket exploded in Texas.
Oh, that's not great.
I mean, the hotbar isn't really annoying. I mean, it is from his point
I
of
can
view.
name
And
I can name one annoying person. Their name's Dylan.
Dylan is not annoying.
At the
Anyways,
moment, he is.
moving on, back on topic.
Hey, you. Are you the person who happens to be interviewing people around here? In this area?
Why?
Well, here I am.
Oh, well, I wasn't prepared.
Well, take your time then, because
I don't have time!
Okay. Ask any questions you got for me.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Do you like cute cuddly kittens?
Oh, I love cuddly kittens and dogs. Don't forget the dogs.
Yes, I'm finally done for the day. Peace out!
See you later.
Ooh, I have an idea. We should do a whole tour of the map currently.
A what?
Like a video tour, like face down view of tour of the whole map.
Oh, a tour.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I do have some other fun things planned after Dylan goes next. Does anyone have any thoughts, opinions on the cast we just met?
We need more British voices.
I kind of like knew most of the cast is not the same thing as characters. I know most of the cast already.
Okay. Sorry, I meant characters.
Who do you think is the richest character?
Kate's the richest. But it's all his parents' monies. I'm so confused. What may you be confused
totally none
on?
of it's from
Just
Gums.
Jordan.
Who's the strongest character?
Which character is most likely not to die?
Cade.
Who's the strongest character?
Physical strength wise, it's really close. Actually, it's probably, I would say, Olivia. But that's hard. Because there's 4 characters I would consider very physically strong, and that would be Olivia, Taj, Cade, and Nero.
You got the rugby players.
Mm-hmm.
In which, fun fact, I used to be a rugby player until I kind of quit.
Another fun fact, Ethan and Nero's voice actor are best friends in real life too, and their characters are best friends.
And we're both British.
So you said Olivia is your favorite character. Why is Olivia your favorite?
Honestly, I just have fun. Like, I have favorite characters so far, and they're just what I call favorite characters to write. I love writing Olivia because she's just so powerful. Like, she's silent, but she makes, like, a difference. Or, like, her silence speaks loud, if you know what I mean. Whenever she's on a scene or something, she does a lot of use. I really like her specific episode, which I'm not going to reveal which episode's her specific episode, but I do love her specific episode. I really like writing Nero as well. He's just such a fun, upbeat character to write. He has lots of different things. He's always doing something. Another really fun character I like to write. And I also really like to write Yamara. She's just comforting mother figure, and I love writing Yamara. Another character I would also say I still like writing is Cade. Believe it or not, I do like writing Cade.
It's mainly because of that attitude.
Cade's just the not lovable asshole.
Yeah.
Gom, who's the zestiest but not gay? So
Daniel.
Girl, Daniel needs a man. I do not know what you mean. Yamara and Aranya are off the list because they're Arrow Ace, meaning don't ship them with anyone.
Oh yeah, I thought. Oh yeah, no.
Aspen's non-binary and probably pan. I'd say Olivia's lesbian. So out of what choices do we have?
I'm pretty sure I heard that there is going to be a lesbian ship, right?
We'll have to see.
You have to wait and see.
I will I will say is this is already common knowledge to people who've been updated on Confined Liberty. I will say later on I will reveal future things. The last thing not even the actors have seen. So Carter's straight, Nero's straight, Cade's straight, Ty's straight. So I guess this is their option.
So Daniel's gay.
I'm just gonna say sure. Why not? Mama, I don't know.
Hello.
I think it's Cade. Cade's the most zestiest.
Oh. Okay.
Read the scripts. He's the most zestiest.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Cade as my answer. He's the zestiest straight man of the characters. Anyways, I'm handing the stage back to Dylan.
Hello, guys.
Well, I'll do the interviews at the end. So we're gonna talk with episodes. Actually, I decided to not change the episode names, but instead I'm going to make a new episode, so there'll be 21 episodes. But I'll explain the episodes right now. Actually, I am going to change the crowd. Its name is going to be The Rise 2. So the episode 1 and 2 are just basically the origin episode, but like mostly like so you guys can meet the new characters and the main heroes because the other heroes do not show until later episodes. But there will be transformations. Yes, me and Teal are playing transformations, but for episode 1 and 2, you'll only see Red Echo, and let's think about that. I forgot Orland's hero name.
You make the hero name?
Nocturne. Yeah, I did. There's just too many hero names.
Okay.
Moving on. So Nocturne and Red Echo will be the first to get their transformations in episode 1 and 2, which is The Rise and The Rise 2. It's not crowded anymore. Like I said, the episode names mean something, except The Rise just obviously means that it's the rise of the Kwamis and the new heroes, basically. Now, next episode 3 is Echo Chamber. Now, I do like to bring you guys on a little guessing game. So, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is the spotlight? It's not really a spotlight episode, but who do you guys think is going to be most important this episode, in episode 3?
The Bat Miraculous person, because Echo.
There's a Bat Miraculous? I don't know if I ever made that.
But it makes more sense because bats use echolocation to navigate.
I never made.
I think Leora or Ori. No, not Ori. How do I pronounce
or
it?
Oreo.
Oh.
Oreos use echolocation, if I remember correctly.
Who's Oreo?
Biology.
Yeah, Red Echo's a good idea. Guys, listen to Jordan. Jordan knows what they're saying.
Okay, well, Jordan is correct. Echo Chamber
Oreo.
is Lucy an important episode. I know I made his episode early, but it's not about his backstory. It's actually going to be a family member, like I'll explain soon. A family member of his gets akumatized. Well, actually, I could just reveal it. Julian gets akumatized in episode 3.
Akumatized?
Yeah, Julian gets akumatized in episode 3. So,
do you mean like adapting or
a Red Echo? This will be Red Echo and Julian, the beginning of their arc, basically.
I'm gonna go now.
Bye, Ethan.
Mainly because I have a literal maths non-calculator paper to do in the morning, and I have geography later, so wish me luck. I think I'll need it. I'm gonna definitely do terrible.
So, next is Hive Mind, and I'm pretty sure you guys obviously know whose episode this is. Yam, don't answer. Teal, don't answer. The people who I'm told do not answer. Let the others guess. This is a very obvious answer.
Snake!
Teal, I said don't answer.
Snake!
It's called Hive Mind.
Snake.
Do you guys not know what hive means?
Snake.
Gam, do these people not know what hive means?
I don't know.
Hive? Not hives, but hive? A hive? A hive?
You know, like a snake hive.
That's your
Yeah, Miguel, stop distracting me.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. What buzzes?
Snake.
Teal.
Are you saying that snakes don't bite?
Hive, those bees are cute but deadly. They sting.
And
So
who
this
has
is
to be
obviously a must-do.
miraculous?
This. Oh.
The mayor's son guy, Marcy you.
So this is obviously a Marcy U episode, which we'll get to see Marcy U's transformation this episode. So Marcy U's family member, who is actually his dad. So Marcy U's dad is going to be akumatized this episode. Something's going to happen which causes Marcy U to do something a little bit accidentally villainous. Or like he gets a little bit mad and does something that angers the mayor or his father. So yeah. And his father gets akumatized. So this is a Marcy U based episode, which will make him the full main character for this episode. And I can't really explain much without hinting towards some secrets, so we'll move on. Next is plot armor, and I'm pretty sure this is literally the hardest to guess episode.
I already know.
Huh?
I know.
I don't think I do.
May I guess?
Well, you should. Yeah. Yes.
Is it Elliot who has the turtle miraculous?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it Elliot's?
This is an Elliot episode. Yes.
I kind of forgot that turtle existed.
So Elliot, this is where Elliot transforms, but Elliot's family member does not get akumatized. Instead, I could say this: Elliot gets akumatized. That's all I'm gonna say. I can tell you guys who gets akumatized each episode. Yes, some miraculous holders will get akumatized, but the main miraculous holders, except for one, well, actually, except for two, gets akumatized.
I want not Marcy to get akumatized. Make it happen.
I can't explain, but still, moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Kid's sister. I'm pretty sure this is like very obvious. This is very obvious.
Leora! I'm sorry, I'm not giving y'all. Y'all say I don't know, and I just tell you that at this point.
So Leora, this is a Leora transformation episode. So the thing with this episode is that it's a little bit too dark. Or no, not dark, like a little bit relatable. Like very relatable to I'd say people who grew up as kids not really being able to socialize with anybody. That's all I'm going to explain. The red bear is going to be another hardest to solve.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Red bear actually has two main characters.
And now it's just directors and Jordan.
Yeah, Red Bear has two main characters.
Cool.
One of them is in this call right now.
Oh, it's Ori's episode.
Yep, it's Ori and
Leora.
Nope.
Lucian?
Nope.
I don't know then.
It's Ore and Seraphine's episode.
Okay.
I can't really explain much, but you'll get to see Seraphine transformation this episode, but it is an Ori episode too. Next is Altitude. Well, not Altitude, Waterlogged, and I'm pretty sure this is obvious.
Who's the
Swan.
axolotl one?
That makes more sense.
No, not an Aqua power-up, more of a Aqua Miraculous called the Axolotl Miraculous.
Who has that one? Is it Ali?
Mm.
Ali's?
Ali has
I like
dumbass.
Is that his episode? Mama, I don't know who has this episode. I don't know who has the axolotl. Oh.
Alright, I decided to switch phones real quick. Why does it say I have no screen share? Yeah, I switched phones. Yeah.
Or Ray. Okay, thank you, Teal.
So we're A. So Ali has the Swan Miraculous gum, and no, it is base, but not fully.
Oh, it's Riven's? Okay.
No, Riven does not have. I mean, Riven does have an episode, but it's not Riven's episode.
Mama, I don't know then!
It's not Pinya's episode. I'm telling Ashley you forgot about her character.
Oh yeah, I low-key kind of forget sometimes. Dylan, you damn well know I can't remember my 9 characters for Confined Liberty. How am I supposed to remember your 20?
I mean, Prin's very good at remember her characters.
I'm not, though.
I don't know why it looks like night mode on this phone. Anyways.
Because you and Prince stole all of Gam's memory.
Yes. Hashtag suing.
Too bad. Anyways, Altitude is very obvious.
It's Riven's.
Yep, it's Riven's episode. Now, here's the middle part where everything gets a little bit not obvious. Yes, but like, fine. Miro Match is going to be a sports episode, which is a Julian episode.
You were focusing on that rat?
The rat? Wow.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Sorry, I confused Julian with another one.
Who?
The homophobic guy.
Julian's definitely homophobic, but
girl, I told you,
so, yeah.
I can't keep up with my own characters. How am I supposed to keep up with these 20?
Next is Burnout, and this is a Ore and Lucian episode. Mostly an Ori episode, because Ori does tend to burn herself out a lot. Next is Night Shift, and I'd say Night Shift is actually a mix between episodes, but I'd say it's mostly main characters, but it's mostly a Seraphine episode, if you can't tell by Night Shift. It's a Seraphine and Grace episode, basically.
Okay.
Deadline is another Seraphine episode, because because Night Shift will end on a cliffhanger, and Deadline will finish that cliffhanger.
Period.
Then we get to Empty Stage. Now, Empty Stage is a Lucian episode. But it's not only a Lucian episode, it's also a Ale and Marciu episode.
Wait, empty stages?
Empty Stage.
Yes! I love getting more screen time. Hashtag winning.
But Double Kick is more of a Marciu episode. Okay. But, we'll also get, I forgot to mention, in Altitude, we'll get to see 2 transformations. We'll get to see a Riven, not Altitude. In plot armor. We get to see an ally transformation and a Elliot's transformation. Sorry, I had to mention that. Anyways, going back, Double Click is actually more of a Marcio episode.
Okay, period.
Red Thread is an everybody episode, but the most focused character is Lucian.
Makes sense.
It's bolded, and there is a huge reason, which I'm going to keep secret to myself, but there is a very huge reason of why it is a Lucian episode, and it's going to be so impactful, and it will explore one, and it will finish one whole backstory. Because the rest of the seasons will finish the other characters' backstories. But I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger with the other characters' backstories. But this will explain one character's back.
Oh, and I did time it, and for seasons 1 through 5 of Miraculous, the transformation takes 5 seconds. For season 6, it takes 2.
Have a good day.
Next is Whiteout. Whiteout is I'd say there's like a lot of episodes where it's an Ore episode kind of, but like Whiteout is not only an Ore episode, it's also a Leora episode too. This is a Leora and Ore episode. Reflected is actually finally a Grace only episode.
Damn, you're really giving lots of love to this side character.
No one in Endgame EXC is an everybody episode, but also mostly the villains episodes.
Okay, slay.
Well, actually, when I say villain, no one is an Alliance episode, and Endgame EXC is a Callista episode.
Okay. Slay.
Oh shit. Who? I see people in audience. Who's in audience? Oh, we see Sun. Oh, Sun.
Hello. On to Confined Liberty. Second thing we're doing. Okay, so one thing that I'm sorry, I didn't prepare a doc for this, but I do have a script up. Now there's been one thing that Glom has been incredibly secretive about, and some of you may be asking, what is each episode generally going to be about? Well, today I am here to give you a brief explanation of what the characters of Confined Liberty will be doing from episode 1 to episode 4. Episode 1 starts off our characters where it turns out they need to do some desperate...
third person.
Pardon?
I'm more asking why you're referring to yourself in the third person.
I don't know. Sometimes I do that. Starts off our cast where they turns out they need to do some desperate grocery shopping. Will they survive their shopping spree? What did I name episode 1 again?
No, shopping is evil.
Oh yeah, episode 1's name is called Tight Money, I believe. Episode 2, a big explosion happens somewhere. Will the neighborhood be put under chaos? Episode 2 will be called Neighborhood Roundup. Episode 3, a night out ruined by anxiety. What more to do than have a peaceful picnic, right? Episode 3 is going to be called Picnic Panic, I believe. Might be opposite. Episode 4. Who's the lucky birthday person? It's a wonderful time to celebrate. I wonder what adventures may occur with the spectacular party planning. And episode 4 will be called Birthday Wounds. Comments, thoughts, opinions?
I have no comments, thoughts, opinions.
Don't know.
Me either.
Pardon?
Me either.
I don't know, man. Dylan, since that was a really short activity of mine, do you mind if I move on to the next, which shouldn't be too long either?
Sure.
Then we'll have your character introductions. Do you have anything else after your introductions?
Nope.
Nope?
There's things I have to keep secretive, so no.
Great, because then I have a very special thing at the end for Confined Liberty. Okay, so we will be looking at some character relationship charts I made. I have what each color means on my script. So I'm just going to read them out real quick. Pull up script. Come on. Okay, so here's what each color means on the relationships chart. We're going to start off looking at Olivia's relationship chart and then move on from there. Green means an unbreakable bond. Yellow means good friends. Blue means friends. Orange means they know of each other. Pink is romantic relationship. Brown is one-sided friendship / relationship, meaning one of the characters is putting all the I'll elaborate on each brown we see. Purple is not a huge fan of each other. Red is dislike each other, and if I put a rainbow on a line, it just means complicated, not gay. Moving on from that.
Are you gonna like? Are you supposed to like share your screen or something?
Oh yeah,
like.
Sorry guys, I forgot to share my screen.
Second
Here
time
we
that
go.
Guillaume forgot to share his screen.
So here's Olivia's beautiful relationship chart. As you can see, we have Orange to Carter, Nero, and Cade. She just knows them really. She's friends with Aranya. She's really has a really strong bonds with Haniel and Taj, and she's good friends with Yemera. I forgot to mention, this relationship chart is where all the characters are at by episode 4. Next we have Aranya's relationship chart.
Wait, what does the orange? Wait, go back. What does the orange mean again?
Orange means they just know of each other.
And what does is that brown? I can't really tell.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to elaborate. Sorry, I'm yapping too fast. Brown means it's a one-sided relationship / friendship. And why I chose brown for Olivia and Aspen is because you'll see when I will reveal this, you'll see throughout the series that Olivia tries really hard to be nice to Aspen, ask Aspen some things, and Aspen's just really rude and jealous back. So that's why I decided to label that as like a brown type of color, because Olivia's putting all the effort in trying to be nice and Aspen's being rude back.
Sounds like kind of how like I forgot what I was gonna say.
All good.
I think Olivia and Aspen would be very good best friends too.
I have no comment on that. You'll just have to wait and see. For Aranya's character chart, he knows of Yamura, he knows Aspen, he does not know Carter, he knows Nero, and he knows Cade. He's good friends with Taj, he's just friends with Haniel, and just friends with Olivia. The reason why I specifically despite him living with Aspen, you'll see throughout a lot of their character interactions, Aranya just kind of like speaks to Aspen, like, okay, whatever, bye. And the main reason why is because I guess no one likes Aspen, really. We'll see some good friends moments between Aranya and Taj. I don't have really anything else to comment on his chart. He knows of people. Next is Haniel's chart, which has the most variety, I'd probably say. I feel like him and Olivia really have that really good bond that we'll get to see lots of. He's definitely friends with Aranya. I'd say he's pretty good friends with Taj. They have lots of good interactions. It's
Haniel x Taj.
Girl. We have brown for Haniel and Cade. I won't elaborate too much. All I will say is, let's just say someone's putting a lot of effort into a friendship, and one person's leading the other one on. The person being toxic is not Haniel. I'd say consider him friends with Nero. He knows of Carter. I don't think you'd consider Carter a friend. We're not gonna add a comment. He's definitely
by the way,
becomes friends
if you
with
hear this,
Aspen.
Stream, if you guys hear this, ship Haniel x Taj right now.
No.
Start a boycott.
No. it's definitely one-sided with Yamra because they have a past together, and Haniel's a bit cold to Yamra, which will of course be explored in the show. Now, Taish also has a really diverse one. He has very many close friends. Obviously, his and Olivia's bond is pretty much unbreakable. I gave them unbreakable, pretty much. Like, they're siblings, and they're a really close sibling paired. They have a very good sibling relationship, unlike Haniel and Yemra. I would consider.
You said
like I've
Olivia's the
Taj-
strongest.
Pardon?
You said Olivia's the strongest. Why just not make Taish the smartest?
I don't know. They're just both strong. I've already said, I would consider Aranya and Taish very good friends. I've already considered Haniel and Taish very good friends. I feel like Taj becomes very good friends with Aspen. They get some development to have that happen. Everyone's friends with Nero pretty much. He knows of Carter, he knows of Yamara, and Cade and Taj, I feel like you'll see them put up with each other, but I don't think they would really like each other. They can sit down and have a civil talk, but there's always a little bit of
It's because
bickering.
Taish likes Daniel.
Girl, stop influencing fans.
I'm influencing your fans right now, Gam. Taish likes Daniel. It's because Taish is trying to protect Daniel from Cade.
Anyways, as I've already stated, Cade and Haniel, Cade and Taish don't really like each other. Like I said, this is a very one-sided relationship. And Cade and Nero are absolute, like I've already stated before, absolute best friends, unbreakable match. They're just, I don't know, they're great. Cade knows of Aspen, Cade knows of Yamra, Cade knows of Olivia, Cade also knows of Aranya. Cade does not know who Carter is, though. Now we have Nero's chart. I guess he's friends with Haniel, he's friends with Taj, he's best friends with Cade. He knows of Carter, he knows of Aspen, he knows of Yamra, he knows of Olivia, and he knows of Aranya. So he definitely has his, core people he definitely likes to talk to and hang out with. We have...
Do you mean 3 people?
Pardon?
Do you mean 3 people?
Yeah. 3 people.
You said 4 people.
Oh. Bad. Next we have the most basic
Another proof that Gam forgets about Carter.
Yeah, I wonder what makes it seem like I forgot about Carter. We have other characters' relationship charts full of different relationships, and then we just have, oh my gosh, I cannot stay on. And then we just have Carter's.
Are you revealing your real name?
Have I yet? I don't think so.
I see something in the top right. Not top right. I saw something when you clicked off.
Oh crap. It'll be okay. Hopefully. Do you mean my Google profile?
I think that's it.
Yeah, no, that didn't reveal my name. And plus, I used the basic Google option profile picture. So, y'all are not gonna find me based on that.
Yeah, this is proof. Gam forgets about Carter.
So he knows of Aspen, he knows of Olivia, he knows Haniel, he knows Taj, he knows Nero. He has not met Aranya ever, he has not ever met Yamra either, and neither has he met Cade.
And again, proof that he's also forgetting about Aranya. I'm just kidding.
No, because Aranya gets fixed in episode 4. Trust me, guys. It just takes time. Next, we have our Aspen's relationship chart. They know of Carter, they know of Nero, they know of Cade, they know of Yamra, they know of Aranya. Like I said, Aspen and Aranya have lived with each other for at least a year, and yet they're just not friends. Like I said, very one-sided with Olivia because Aspen doesn't like Olivia, but Olivia is trying to be nice to Aspen. Aspen and Haniel become friends. Aspen and Taj become pretty good friends. I'd consider them pretty good friends. There's not much on Aspen. And last is our queen, Yamra. We have good friends with Olivia. And then She just knows pretty much everyone but Carter. Now, I put a rainbow on their one-sided. I forgot to do this for Hannah,
Yeah.
and I knew I was going to forget this. Because not only, like, the relationship's one-sided, it's just complicated. The relationship is complicated, and it's gonna be, it's messy. Y'all are gonna see it was messy, it's been messy. Yeah, I think that's all.
It still means gay.
Girl. Anyways, I think that is all my character relationship charts. So Dylan can start our second last thing, and then we're gonna end with a very special surprise. I'm gonna be AFK away from the mic just for about a minute or so. I will be back.
Okay. We'll start off with Lucian. Not all the interviews are fully finished. I'm pretty sure there's only about a few.
Oh, hello. What are you doing over here?
You are Lucian, I know, correct?
Oh, yeah, this is him. What is this exactly?
An interview.
Wait, an interview? For what exactly?
You'll see. Continue.
Oh, well, hi, I'm Lucian, I'm 15 years old, and I do gaming and singing and so much more. I do really love school.
Well, I guess it's time for questions from your fans.
Wait, fans? I have fans?
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Oh, I'm from America. My parents are Indian and African American. My mom is African American and my dad is Indian. I also come from a family full of teachers.
That seems like the worst family, but what's your favorite song?
Oh, my favorite song to sing? Well, I am a musical child. I guess my favorite song, honestly, any song from Six Musical. I just really love that musical.
Okay, well, how is it being Red Echo?
Being Red Echo? Oh, it's so much fun. And wait, how do you know? How do you know
Right. Next is this world.
No. How do you know that?
Lucian, look, I don't know what you mean. I think you need psychiatric help.
You know what I'm talking about. How do you know about me being Red Echo?
Lucian, listen to me. This is showing
I
sign.
think you should leave.
Wait. Okay, wait. I don't know what you mean.
I said I think you should leave.
Well, fuck you then.
Okay, period. Love us all being schizo, but you know.
Lucian doesn't really sound like you, Dylan. Like if I didn't know it was you, I wouldn't be hearing your voice.
Isn't that the point of voice acting?
Yeah, but like, I'm saying you're good.
Thanks.
That's just my weird way of saying you're good at it.
Yay, we get to see Com's body acting in action.
Next is Orlin.
Alright, bye. Huh? What do you want?
Hello. I'm here because this is an interview.
Suspicious. For what?
You'll see soon enough. Let's get started, shall we? Rolling now.
Okay, I'm Orlin. Just call me Ore. I'm 15 years old and I guess like working in modding?
Well, seems boring, but question from fans.
Of course.
First question, what's your dog name?
Her name is Jim.
What a boring name. Next question is, how many siblings do you have?
3. I live with my little sister, my older brother is in college, and my big sister is with my mom and dad.
Oh. So just a normal family. Got it. Next question, well, last question mostly is, how do you feel about Lucin?
Lucin? Oh, well, he's kind of fun to hang out with, yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Sure. I guess that's the end of this interview. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
I love that.
And now I realize that I said big sister instead of baby sister.
That's just fine enough.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
Well-
those are like in the opposite directions.
I also like how Gam's problem with his interview mic is that it is too quiet. My problem is that it's too loud.
Remember my last 2 interviews with Nero and Carter, I had a good mic during those ones. Ooh, and there's just
My mic just grows better each episode. Well, each interview.
Ooh, and there's disturb my beauty rest. Oh, yeah, what's going on?
Well, this is an interview, sir.
What? Hold on 1 minute. Alright, I'm ready.
Well, introduce yourself, I guess.
I'm Marcy D. Laloon, the only son of the mayor. I'm 15 years old and I just love my phone.
Of course you do. Moving on for a question from fans.
Well, of course I have fans. Throw it at me.
First question, when did you meet Lucian?
When we were both 6, we met in elementary and instantly clicked.
Very, very boring. Why do you love the color yellow so much?
Well, it's a rich color, obviously.
Well, since you're so damn rich, why are you living in this dumbass house when you should be living in a mansion?
Excuse you. I'll have you know I actually have 3 houses. Fuck interviewers. I ate that up.
I consider green and purple as for rich colors.
Well, historically, purple is a rich color.
Yeah.
The thing is that yellow reminds Lucian of gold. I mean, not Lucian, Marciu. So I made their names a little bit too similar. It's kind of obvious you can tell they're best friends. Like, okay, like how Lucian calls Marciu, Marcy, and then opposite around, Marciu calls Lucian, Lucy.
Well, technically, historically, purple was a royal color, but royal just happened to align with rich.
Well, next is Ale. There's also another yellow character.
Hello, sir. Are you okay?
Oh, hello.
This is an interview. Do you want to do it?
Sure.
Well, introduce yourself first.
I am Aliakin. I am 15, and I like O.
Well, moving on to questions, I guess. First question, why do you zone out so much?
I don't know.
Okay, second question, do you want to pursue your job as an artist?
I'll try to.
Okay, and last question, do you know anything about the heroes? Hello, sir? Fuck this, I'm out.
My mic sounded better.
Yeah, no, definitely did.
Also, what I like to do in the music, the reason why it's loud is because I like to make sure people get their personality based on the music in the background.
Definitely the incarnation of lack of attention.
Next is Leora.
Hello, is anyone here?
Oh, hi, sir. Welcome to me and my brother's cafe.
Oh, well, I just came here for an interview.
Okay. Here's coffee, by the way.
I mean, sure.
Oh, it's rowing? Hi.
Yep, it is.
I'm Leora Fontaine. I'm 12. I help with my older brother with the cafe.
Question for fans. How do you manage the cafe at 12?
Well, I come from a rich family, so we funded this cafe. And now, since I do know how to make a lot of things, I kind of run it.
Will this be your dream job?
Of course. Who wouldn't want to work at a cafe? I'm living the dream.
Well, obviously. And lastly, how much does this coffee cost?
$4.30 or 3.17 pounds if you're fancy.
Okay, here's the money. Bye.
I did a fat check. That is correct. That's actually how much it costs.
Period. May I say, Winnie's just the perfect fit for any like comfort character role.
Question: why would you say both currencies? You would like, depending on where you live, you would either say one or the other. And
Mostly because the interviewer isn't from America.
okay, but how would they know that?
Because there's an outfit for the interview that Leo saw.
Okay.
So the interview actually has pins, and there's one pin with the UK symbol. There's no American.
Also, that exchange rate sounds very off for even just like 10 years in the future. That exchange rate sounds very off, even for just like 10 years in the future.
What do you mean?
Inflation!
We don't need to worry
Teal,
about full inflation. In our series, it's just
Teal, this is a fictional series.
Okay.
In the Miraculous series, there is nothing about inflation, or nothing even leading up to inflation, because Miraculous is set in 2010.
I think it's up to 2014 now, but still.
2014?
Yeah.
No, Miraculous. No, when did Miraculous start? 2010, right?
Yeah, but like, time does still pass in the show.
No, the thing is, confirmed by every creator, it says that Miraculous only passed 6 months. So either it is 2010 still or 2011. That it's literally been confirmed. I know so much about Miraculous. So it's still either 2010 or 2011. If it was set 10 years, that means it would be. Well, I never even said it 10 years. I said it a little bit more that, but still.
Wait, you think that Ladybug and Kano are dead in like I don't know what I'm saying. Words
No,
not
this is a
worthy.
fictional series. They are dead, but they didn't die of old age. That's literally the thing.
Okay. Dead from what?
Explain that yet.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, this is
Welcome to the
good.
salon. What can I get for you?
I'm looking for a Valentina Rice to interview.
To interview. Hold on. Let me just. Ready. Also, hi. I'm Valentina Reyes, and I'm 16 years old.
Got it. Questions. Where are you from?
Oh, me? Well, I'm from Africa.
Next question. Who are you going to matchmake next?
Well, obviously it's gonna be Ari and Lucian. Ari does like him, but Lucian's kind of secretive. I mean, I know he loves men, but he's always secretive on his crushes. I can tell he's keeping something a secret, though.
Don't I know it? Lastly, who's your crush?
Well, I do tend to crush on a lot of people. I think my biggest target is that, girl named Seraphine. She's playing hard to get.
And that's my cue to leave. Bye.
Don't get hurt.
Oh my god, the foreshadowing that I will not reveal.
Yeah, the foreshadowing. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? There we go. And lastly, which is the Riven Solas interview, because others are coming out soon.
Okay, first of all, why did it take so long to find you?
Oh, hello, sorry. I just came back from Thailand.
Do you ever stop traveling?
Nah, no one can stop me unless it's heights.
Ironic. Moving on. I'm interviewing you.
Dang, I was going to go home and pass out. Get this over with. I'm Riven Solis, I'm 15, that's it. What else?
Where was your favorite place you've been?
I'd have to say Colombia. The community is nice over there.
Next, is it true you have sleep paralysis?
Excuse me?
I'll take that as a no. Moving on. The last question. Are you sure you're real?
And that's where I'll wrap up this conversation because you're getting too weird.
Wait, you can't do that. I'm dead.
Bye.
Dang it.
Plus Glomsand's body acting.
It's in description. I'm not I already deleted the video, so I'm not refilling
bro, I
that.
don't
Just that.
expect you to. Okay, are y'all ready for the last secret?
Sure.
You guys may get a notification. Anyways, I made a Confined Liberty episode 1 teaser. And we're gonna react it here. Right now, right here. Okay, I'm ready to share the screen, and I'm gonna mute so I don't get that background noise. Strange. Olivia hasn't checked any of my messages yet.
Knock knock. Knock knock.
You can come in.
Wow, it's
bug is
pretty
jammed.
empty today.
Like, oh my god. I need you guys to ban that girl because she's like not wearing a mask.
Ma'am, it's 2025.
So, Aspen, you seem a bit happier than, a couple of days ago.
Look, I may have an emo-ish look, but honestly, I'm just trying to put more of a smile on my face. And I promise you, I'm not masking. I'm just trying to be genuinely more happy.
That's it, chat. Any thoughts, comments, concerns? I will say this, first of all, I know episode 1's quality isn't peak right now. It's not great. I do want to, assure you guys that episode 2's quality already so far is, a lot better than episode 1. So...
Why is there chat boxes?
Pardon?
Why do I see so many chat boxes?
That's why I tried to tell all my actors to not use the chat. I'll always be like, don't use the chat. I film, and then they're like, yeah, and then they say something like...
You could still hide your entire HUD.
Girl, I didn't know how to do that until now. Hence why episode 2 is better. Sorry.
It's just in video settings.
Alright. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Any ending thoughts from any of you guys?
That person was obviously a Karen.
Yes. Dylan, any thoughts?
No, not really.
Well, that's it. I hope everyone who watches this in the future has a good day. Um, and subscribe to our channels so you can see them get made. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Enjoy your days.
Bye, podcast.
Toodaloo podcast.